So I started doing my makeup and realised I really should be filming this. So I already have my brows done and also applied my face primer. So I'm going to go straight into my foundation. For my foundation, I'm using the Black Up Mattifying Fluid Foundation. This is like a medium coverage foundation, so it doesn't really cover up entirely everything on my face. You'll see some areas of my forehead that's still like left with some blemishes. And then decided to colour correct, which is what I'm doing, using the LA Girl colour corrector, the orange one, and then I'm going to go back into applying my foundation. And I'm just using a damp beauty blender to apply this. Then I'm going to prime my lids. This is the Urban Decay Primer Potion, and this is just going to make the eyeshadows last longer all day. I went straight into the Morphe 35O matte palette. This shade literally does not show up on me. I probably should have used like a white base underneath to make it more obvious, but I guess you could just skip that step. And I'm just defining my brows again with some concealer. And then I went in with this pot from e.l.f. I think it's called, I don't remember, it's in the description box, just to add as a base underneath for my eyeshadows. And then went back into the 35O matte palette and applied those two matte brown shades just as my transition colour. And I'm just sweeping that back and forth. I'm also just making it a bit more defined in the outer corner. And then going in with the Urban Decay Moondust palette, I'm going in with Element, which is like a pinky gold shimmer shade. And I'm applying this. I first obviously sprayed it with some Fix Plus, as you saw before, and applying this all over my lid in a patting motion. I'm kind of pushing it into my crease, as you can see, and it's a really pretty shade. It's like a duochrome, as you can see. It's kind of giving me that pinky gold duochrome type effect. And then going back again and defining that crease with a brown shadow. I'm using Lena lashes. This is Lola, I think, and this has become my favourite pair of lashes at the moment, so I'm just going to apply that onto my lids. I'm all for the big fluttery lashes. Then I'm going to line my top lash line using the Inglot Gel Liner. I tend to do this after I apply my lashes, just so I know how thick to apply my liner, if that makes sense. So usually when you see me do it, I do it like on top of my lashes. As you can see as well, it's kind of drying up, so I kind of struggled a little bit, but I kind of got it working in the end. And then I'm going to use a liquid liner to draw my wing, because like I said, the gel liner was kind of drying up. I'm also going to take it in the inner corner, so doing that cat eye effect, I think that's what you call it. So I'm just going to join it to the bottom lash line as well, and then smoking up my bottom lash line using the brown shadows from before. And I'm also going to apply some black pencil in my waterline. This is the one from MUA, and it's amazing. It's literally £1. It's amazing. I really need to fix those bags under my eyes, honestly. They just do not look attractive. Going back again to neaten off those areas. I don't really have the best steady hand, so I have to redo things. That was my under eye concealer. That was the Naked Urban Decay Naked concealer in warm golden, and I kind of like it. I like how weightless it feels on the skin, and it's a good enough coverage. So I'm applying this to my under eye and Cupid's bow, and yeah. I'm also going to use the Laura Mercier setting powder, which is what I'm applying, using a damp beauty blender. And I'm just going to use that to set those areas that I applied my concealer. I'm also doing it to the top of my forehead, because those areas tend to get quite oily. To contour with, I'm using the Guerlian Terracotta bronzer in the shade 8. And I'm going to use this to obviously contour, and it's also kind of like a bronzer as well. I really like this product. It's really nice and gives a really nice warm colour to the face. Obviously I will make it look a lot more neater as I go along. And then I'm just going to apply some mascara to my bottom lashes. This is the, I think it's a Rimmel Hippie mascara. I'm going to apply my face powder. This is the Black Up Two-Way Cake in the shade 13. This will help to blend everything together and get rid of any of those harsh lines. By the way, I am partially blind with those contacts and naturally blind as well, so sometimes I don't get to see what I'm filming and there are some areas that might look unblended, but I do fix them later. Add in this Colourpop Creme Gel Liner in the shade Dirty Talk, just so that I can open up my eyes a little bit and just add a bit of a highlight. I'm contouring my nose as well, and then I'm going to add some blush from that Guerlian palette as my blush to my cheeks to add some colour. And then I'm going to highlight using the Makeup Addiction Cosmetics highlighter palette and using this rose gold shade. It's absolutely gorgeous, as you can see, very nice and pigmented. And then I'm going to go straight into my lip colour. This is the Jouer lip cream. I'm not going to butcher the name, so I will either put it in the video or put it on the description box below, but it's an absolutely gorgeous bright red shade and it dries extremely matte, so make sure you moisturize and exfoliate your lips before you apply it. Going back again into that highlighter palette and just applying this to my cupid's bow and the tip of my nose. And this is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys!